Hi there, it's Rajat from Ask Steve, and I want to show you how our Notion Pages integration works. So what you can do is you can create a one-click AI page scraper that can grab information from any page and throw it directly into a Notion page. The easiest way to set one up is to auto-create one, and you can do that by going to any page in Notion, opening up the Ask Steve side panel, going to Tools, and then clicking on New. It will automatically detect we're on a Notion page, ask us if we want to create a scraper. Now, if we don't already have a connection to our Notion account, we'll need to create one. This is a one-time only thing where you basically give Ask Steve access to the pages in your Notion database that you want. And then you click through, and when I'm done, I will get back to my Notion page, and I'm going to click the New button again. And this time, since it has a connection, it will all work. And what we'll see here is that it's building me a new tool, and it's going to create a new button for me right here, the Scrape into Page Notion Pages tool. And now by default, this is going to let me pick what page I want to scrape into at runtime, which makes this super powerful. So let me go pull up a newspaper article somewhere. Here, we'll go to this one about Netflix. And now I want to scrape that into Notion. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the Notion button. It's going to ask me what page I want to write into. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and go into that same quick notes page. And then what action do I want to take? Do I want to have a summary of this clipped, or do I want the whole page clipped? In this case, I'm going to say a summary, and then I can add an optional comment like, can't wait to try this. Hit OK. I can also hit Command Enter. And then we can see this is exactly what it's generating. My comment, a summary, and then the link. And it wrote that data directly into my quick notes page. So it's that easy to use. And then you can customize this in a number of different ways. So one is right now we noticed that when I pressed the button, it asked me for which Notion page I wanted to save it into. And this sometimes takes a couple seconds to actually pull up your list of Notion pages. It does remember the last 10 most frequently used ones. But if you wanted to go directly to a specific Notion page every time and skip this step, then under Scrapers and APIs in the tool, you can see here that it's connected to Notion pages and ask me when I run it, but I can change this to a particular document. Like I can change this to Quick Notes, and then when I run it, it's going to just go straight into Quick Notes and not even ask me. And then we can see the way that this tool is actually built here. It's asking the user to pick an action from a multiple choice list, either summarize or clip. And then it's saying, okay, if there's a comment, grab it, put it in italics and write it out. And if the action is summarize, write a 2-sentence summary of the page text and skip to the next step. If the action is clip content, then get the whole content, but clip out any or extract any extra stuff, and then always add the URL at the end. And here's the page text. So it's that simple, and you can easily edit this to do anything that you want. Now you can also take any of the existing Ask Steve tools and you can have them write directly into Notion. So if we click here on the library button, let me go find a tool like Create a Study Guide. I'm going to go ahead and install that one. And then if I click on it, I can see that it basically is going to read some content and then create a study guide of it for me. So let's say I want to have that one go into Notion as well. I can say write results to Notion here. And then, sure, let's say we'll go straight into Quick Notes here in this case. I'm going to hit Save, and then I'm going to add this as a button as well so that it shows up on my page. So now if I go back to this article, I've got my new button, Create a Study Guide, and if I press it, it's going to create a study guide and write that directly into that Quick Notes page in Notion. So if we go look here, we can see that it got written. The one other tool that I will show you that I think is super handy for Notion is the Save a Quick Note or Message. And so I'm going to install this tool and then click on it to check it. And it basically lets you just put in a note. So wherever you're surfing on the internet, whenever you have an idea that you just really want to quickly capture into Notion, then you can just do so. And you can optionally add the URL for the current page. So I'm going to say, write this to Notion. I'm going to say, go ahead and ask me when I run it. And then I'm going to hit save again. And so now I have this other tool. So let's say I'm on this Netflix page and I'm surfing the web, then, and I have this idea for something I just want to track in Notion, maybe related to this page, maybe not. I click on this button and then I can pick what page I want to write it to. What's my note is remember to check this out. And if I want a URL for the page or not. So it doesn't have to be related to the page. It can just be something you thought of. But then when I go back to my page, I can see that my note was added. So that's all the different ways that you can connect to Notion and use it. Now we'll take a quick step back and just look at like how all this is configured and working. So one thing I can do, I can go look at my Notion connection by clicking on the gear icon down here. That takes me to the connections page in the settings, and I can see all my connections. This is where I can easily create new connections of various types. And I can see my existing Notion page connection, or I can edit it, or I can delete it. And if I want to create a brand new tool that uses Notion, I can easily just say new tool. I can make my new tool. I can write whatever I want to get put into Notion, and then I can say write results to my Notion pages connection, and I can pick the page or say ask me when I run it. And it's that simple to connect everything to Notion. So give it a try and let us know how it goes. If you have any questions, ask us in our user community.